Alrighty, folks, welcome back to round one of this modern competitive league playing Blue-Red Gift Storm. Looks like we are on the draw. And this is a little bit land heavy actually, but the fact that we have Serum Visions, hopefully to make sure that we don't draw a land, a Mana Dork, and a Ritual. I think this is okay to keep, but it's kind of borderline. I think if someone mulligan this, that would be okay. Because basically, we only run 17 lands in the deck. We don't want to draw too many. Let's see what our opponent has. Faithless Looting. So this is probably something like Goryo's Vengeance, or perhaps the... what is it? That discardy... Oh, okay, this is Dredge. Alright, I haven't seen Dredge in a while. Usually, creature combo matchups like this are quite favorable for us. And the reason why is because we're just faster. And we don't care if you put a bunch of creatures on the table. Like, we're not winning through creatures. We're going to grape shot your face for 20. Alright. This needs to go to the bottom. This is tough. I think we don't want the gray shot. I think we need to find gifts ungiven as fast as possible. Is basically what we want to do. Okie dokie. Opponent dredges an Archamoeba. They're gonna do their nonsense. Cathartic Reunion. Man, I'm so glad Grave Troll's not around. They've got a ton of stuff going on. Driven to Despair. Sweet attack. So we're on a pretty fast clock now. I think we just need to find something as fast as possible here, rather than playing Baral. I'm going to put both of these to the bottom. I do not need any more of these guys. Thank you, thank you. I'll play this tapped. And pass the turn back. So basically, if we find a Gifts Ungiven, we just win. This is pretty crazy though. Opponent put 13 power into play on turn 2. Pretty strong. Oh no, and with Driven to Despair, they're making us discard everything. Yeah, okay, that's game. We can't win from here. I guess I should have seen that and tried to go off last turn, even though it was extremely risky, but there you go. Sure, we'll go to game 2. We lost to the Nuts. What do we want to do against our opponent? They're probably going to have ley lines. Empty the Warrens is pretty bad against our opponent, I believe. Echoing Truth is not unreasonable for either Leyline or what's it called? Being able to just bounce a bunch of amalgams or graveyardy things back to their hand makes it really hard for them to cast them. I'm trying to think if we want to shave on Gifts Ungiven. I haven't actually played this matchup, if I'm perfectly honest. I think Raman's pretty bad against the opponent's deck, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run it back like this. I think this is fine. Yep, okay. Yes, I would like to play first. Knowing that we're against Dredge means I don't really want too many of these bears. But otherwise we have reasonable interaction. Again, I don't think this is an ideal hand, but I think I can keep it. I hope the Serum Visions gets me there. Yes, I will shock. Let's go Serum Visions. Sweet. So I'm going to put the Slight on top and the Serum Visions after that. And basically so we can double cantrip next turn and try and find gifts or whatever we're looking for. Neonate. Sure thing, boss. We know we should draw a sleight of hand here. Yeah, I think we can take a Manamorphose. Yes. So the question is, because I know that's there, do I want to slide? I think I do. Yeah, I'll just take that Metamorphose, and I'll shift the turn back to opponent. So next turn, I think I'm just going to play the Goblin Electromancer. Let's opponent discard. Thug. Opponent dredges, gets Conflagrate in the back. Graveyard. Interesting. So we each draw 3 cards and discard 3 cards at random. Well, we got to keep our Noxious Revival. We unfortunately did not discard our redundant Dork. We discarded Echoing Truth and both our Metamorphoses. It's kind of rough. Good one, opponent. Right. So we did find gifts. So I think we play. Opponent has 3 cards in hand, 2 lands. We are going to play Baral. They have the Conflagrate, so they'll probably kill it. Baral. We're gonna. Well, let's Serum Visions first. See what we have on top. We need to. We want to find a ritual or something like that. Those can both go to the bottom. So what we're gonna do is Noxious Revival next turn, I believe, to put Manamorphose on top of our library. So the reason why is we draw that, we can go Electromancer, Desperate Ritual, Manamorphose, and have I think I'll just take it here, make him discard 3 cards or whatever. I mean, I know that's not really a cost for a dredge, but I'm not sure it matters a heck of a lot. Yeah, opponent's gonna Conflagrate here, I imagine. Boop boop boo, boop boop boo. Yep, seems reasonable. Ow. Oops, that was a mistake. I definitely should have Noxious Revival there. Shoot. Well, it doesn't look like we're just dead next turn, but so maybe that wasn't terrible. We're not forced to go off this turn, so maybe that's okay. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I think I'll just play an Electroman. And then pass the turn. We could also, like, empty, but I don't think that's really worth it. So I think the other only removal spells the opponent has in their deck are the Conflagrates. So, okay, he gets an Archimevo, which means he's going to get a ton of things back. Has Driven to Despair. Okay, let's take it. See what the opponent has. Did they get another Conflagrate? Yeah, they did. Yeah, alright, alright. Trying to think what our plan is then. Might have to do with Noxious Revivaling. Just get Manamorphose on our upkeep. So I think it has something to do with this. And basically playing empty for some amount, just to kind of stem the bleeding, as it were. I think we're in a pretty actually bad spot here, because they got the other conflagrate. Let's do one of each. Remand doesn't really help us here, unfortunately. Yep. Make some gobos and hope to survive for a little while at least. But I will say I'm not entirely confident in this plan. We'll pass it to the opponent. I guess maybe what I should have done actually, I think I actually misplayed. I should have gifts in my opponent's turn last turn, in case they flip the thing, because they didn't have lethal. Then what I get to do is go off with a really big Warrens, or I'm able to like get the pass and flame. Just go for it. Menace. Okay. I will move to blocks. I guess I have to block this because I don't want to discard my gifts. That's my way back in the game. And just hope opponent has nothing in hand. It's not good. Pass it to our opponent. We're gonna gifts at the end of turn. Yep. There is the blood gas. They are back, ready to party. Well, we have to block. Seems easy enough. Sure. Anything else, opponent? Yeah, I think we probably could have won this game. I think it shows how little a decision like that can really impact your game, how difficult this thing is to run. Not to mention, I'm not the most confident in my ability to play extremely tight while, I didn't realize they had the conflagrate. Yeah, okay, that's fine. GG's, opponent. Well, that was a quick round one, but, hopefully we can bring it back in round two. We'll see you there.